Welcome to NTCL Soft. Today, we will show you how to work with Rebar Plan Layout tab. This clip is made for metric drawing. Imperial drawing is similar. In Rebar Plan Layout tab, we have two subcategories. Category A for drawing main rebar groups. Category B for drawing links or spacer blocks. To draw main rebar groups, we need to provide mesh position, rebar direction, rebar group number, bar mark or bar name, diameter, spacing of each group. Rebar group number, number of rebars, flexible spacings B may partially calculated by app based on other inputs. Please note that app does not provide structure calculation ability. Rebar diameter, typical spacing, group distribution, must be determined via another process before using this app. When input for a typical rebar group is finished, user can add groups into the rebar group table below. Continue clicking plus sign button to add more groups of the same direction if necessary. Then, you can quickly fine-tune each group's parameters in rebar group table below. Continue to enter parameters for Y direction, or vertical, rebar groups. The process is the same as horizontal rebar groups, add groups and fine-tune parameters later. Number of individual rebars in a boundary group should be determined manually. App can only calculate number of rebar for one group per direction. You can copy parameters of rebar groups from upper mesh to lower mesh, then fine-tune the parameters. Upper and lower mesh may have different groups, rebar diameter, spacing. In this clip, we change spacing values of rebar groups in lower mesh. Spacing options of group 1E and 2E should keep value 5 to have flexible middle space. Meaning of spacing option 5 is illustrated in this image. Click Draw All Rebars to draw main rebar polylines. Select upper boundary if you haven't selected. Click Yes to recalculate number of rebars. Click Draw Links or Spacers to insert link or spacer blocks at polyline intersections. Individual rebars are numbered from left to right, up to down. Block are located at rebars intersections at a specified interval measured in cells. Now, keep previous input parameters and select a new slab boundary. Continue to draw reinforcement for another slab. When being asked for lower slab boundary, you can right-click to ignore. App will create lower boundary for you. Repeat draw all rebars and draw link or spacer actions. Continue working with other slab, S33, S32, S31. Production speed will increase massively if you are skilled. You can save all parameters in rebar group table to disk for use later. That is typical workflow for drawing main rebar's polyline. Next, let me explain about rebar offset value. Take S32 slab as example. As you can see on screen, the first vertical rebar is located far from concrete edge. Distance from left boundary to center of the first vertical rebar should be 0.1 meter in this case. Right-click in offset column of rebar group 2A and pick 2 points to define offset value on screen. Do the same for rebar group 2D. Remember that offset value can be negative or positive, based on pick points order. Rule of thumb is pick rebar current position first, then pick desired position later. Click Draw all rebars again to see changes. Rebar offset action should finish before insert link or spacer blocks. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. For more information, please go to our website at www.ntclsoft.com.